All right. One of the most important things that you'll remember, I'll probably set everybody's password or have you, if you set your own up, you have to make sure on a WordPress, this is a WordPress system, as far as the website goes itself, that your password be a little bit difficult with unusual characters other than letters. Because once I give you administrative access, you'll get an email every time somebody tries to get into the website without permission, without having, and it will say that access denied, wrong access code. I get 25 a day just on your website that they are attempting to hack into the website. And that happens all the time. That's why it's important to have, as you see, this is right now mine, or the administrative password you can see. It has to have these kind of characters in it in your password. And it's also good to change it from time to time. I'm also recording just on the screen so that as we go forward, you'll be able to, I'll send you the link, send you the video, and you'll be able to look at stuff and to refresh yourself as well. I'll edit some parts and then send it to you so you can have it as a tool moving forward.
A question, is the customer number the same for all of us? Just our password numbers, just our passwords different?
You mean your username?
No, in that screen that you just got out of, there was a customer number.
Okay, that customer number is for it to go to the actual website where it's hosted. Everybody doesn't need that access, I don't think. Because the only reason to go for that is really to pay to whoever's going to set up your emails will need to go to that area. Whoever is going to set up, which I think we did already, or did we? No, we didn't do that yet. I'll show you whoever's going to do the email. I'll show you that where that goes. There's a store. I'll show you the store of where you would go, and then the customer number goes. I won't take that one.
While he's doing this, Paula, I know you joined us on the audio. Were you able to get into this Join Me site?
Yes, but I have no idea what's going on. I just see.
We're just giving the first beginning stuff of where things are.
Oh, okay, because it's really small. I can't really see it all that great.
Expand your window to full screen. It shouldn't be small at all. Well, I have a large screen, so I have a 32-inch screen. This is where you would set up your email accounts. Right here.
And how did you get there?
I'll back you out just now to where I was. All right, when you sign in, when we sign into the screen, I'll give you that email when the instructions in the email when I send it. When you sign into that account, you come to, this is where you'll come to, and I'll change all of that. Then you sign into your email. No, take that back. Gotta go to the other one. You go here to web hosting.
Ask a quick question. This is Winfred. So is this the hosting server that you were referring to earlier?
Yes, sir. This is your hosting server.
Thank you.
And then this is UBC. That's your domain, and that's your cPanel.
Right, but you have to go to the server to get here, which is your gateway server access that you had in there?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
And then you'd come here to do the emails. But I'll give you complete instructions with diagram of how to actually get into it, to this, especially this area. I had to do it for another client, so I just kept it and I just changed it now. And then you just add Dr. Perry at UBC, and then you give them the password, and once you send the email to them, they can change and make their own password. They'll get an email of how to do that.
Okay.
Okay? So that can stay there for now. All right, we're now going to go into, we put that password that you have and the administrative, and then we log in. This is considered what is called the back door of the website. This is the back door. Now, these are where your pages are. If we want to create a page, here's how you create a page. What's one of the pages you're going to want to create coming up? What's anything coming up?
Women's Day.
Now, if you have a picture that you want to put with that, you would select media. These are where all your pictures are stored. Then you go up.
You where Reverend Lord selected media because I didn't.
Okay, I will back it up.
Okay.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it might be my connection then.
Okay. We're going to edit. Let's go back to women's. Get back here.
Okay, my screen was too big. I reduced it.
Okay. You see it saved it as a draft. It saved it even though I came out of it. It saved it. Now I'm going to edit it. Okay. Now if you want to put a picture here, or you want to set a default picture to show up somewhere else, it still goes the same thing. But to put it inside what is called the page, or in other areas it's called the article. But page is the more common generic term. So it says add media, which you could add music or you could add a picture. In our case, you're going to either upload one. I don't think you want to upload any of these. Let's go to the library. Here you got a choice to upload one or go to your library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And these are all from all the pictures that we put up before for all the other areas for the slideshows. These are where the pictures are stored.
Okay.
If you had a flyer, you would save the flyer and it would still save in that same area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just pick that for now. You click the picture and then you say, right here in the bottom right, it says insert photo. See that? This area here?
Mm-hmm.
You go insert. There it is. Now that picture is kind of big. So you take it, you click the picture, then you just drag it proportionately. You could center it if you want to. However you want to do. If you want to have it so that it's on the left side around text, to the other side around text, whichever you decide to do, or just plain center it.
Question, Reverend Lord. How
Yes.
did you know it was big? Like, you know.
Well, you see how big it came. When it first popped up, it was like this. When it first popped up, it was like that. So all you have to do is put it to the corner and just drag it down, and it'll go right back to the smaller size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a standard size these should be? be that we should be, reducing it to or sizing it to for website format?
The best thing for anything on the internet, on the web, is more the weight. It should be not 300 DPI for print. It's like 72 or 96 dots per inch. So when somebody saves a picture, or creates a picture or converts a picture, and later on I'll send you some tools where you can I'll show you how to convert the pictures, because most of the pictures that come from cameras or could be 300 DPI for a real fancy camera, and that's what causes slideshows to drag. It's because the pictures are so heavy. But the standard size is hard to say. As long as the DPI is the right size, it's okay. And then whenever you move it to make it smaller, that automatically makes the picture heavier. But when you click on it, it'll get larger. But you don't want to get too pixelated. So the big thing is just putting the picture there and you just dragging it down. But inside the article is not as important as for a slideshow. So if your media department is doing pictures, whoever's doing pictures, try to see if they can do it at 72 DPI. And I have a converter here that's free. Let's see it. It's in the sound. This is the image converter here, and I'll send you the access to that so you can get that. And it lets you just converts the images to the right size. It's just easy to deal with, especially when you're doing for the slideshow. And then you just type whatever you want to type here. And if you want it to go like that, oh, it's the wrong side. See where that line is? That's where the picture will go. There you go. You just hold the picture and drag it. If you want it to be along the text, or the text just to be on the next line, then it's easier to do it that way. And then you type what you want to type in. But the good thing about this, whatever you do before you save it, if you press preview, it shows you what it looks like. Okay? So then all I have to do, every time if I make any changes before I save them, you can always see them, which for WordPress is really important. And in other programs out there, they don't allow you to do that. And it becomes sometimes nerve-wracking. You have to wait and see after you did it what it looks like. But just press preview and see if everything lines up the way you want to line up, and then you go from there.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Anybody have any other questions?
Yeah, I have one question. So with this particular screen that you have open, if you wanted multiple pages, flyers, pictures, would you include them in there as well, or do you have to create a slideshow first?
Okay. We'll get into the slideshow area because that's a little bit different. What you could do real quick, there's an area for slideshows. Let me see if it's on this one. We'll go to one of the slideshows that we have already, and you load all the pictures all at one time based on the and then all you have to do on here is put a code in.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
And so that helps it out that better that way than try to put them all here, because they won't be mapped out properly. Okay.
All right. So then what's the remaining part of the space there for the white?
Well, you would put all your text down here. Then you could decide whether or not if you want to put this page, if you want this page, say if it was Drama Ministry and it's their page and you want to add a slider to it, you could do that. And that would go above it up with the word. So it gives you different sections to put different things that you might want to put on it. If you want,
thank you.
If you want to have a sidebar, it would be sidebar left or right. This is the left sidebar. This is your right sidebar. This would put a menu on this side of what's on your website. The right side would put your contents of what's in that page. Right now, we have a no slider on this page right now. A no sidebar.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And all of this is pertinent to just this page that we've just created.
That's pertinent to any page. We're just giving you an overview of what can be on the page.
Okay.
Yeah, this is you only do it for this one page. It doesn't go for every page that you do. It's
Okay.
it's generic to this one page.
Okay.
You get to do one page at a time.
Okay.
Okay? All right. It also will let you also, instead of having a picture here, we could put a code in from YouTube, and you can put a YouTube video here. Okay, if there was instructions or how to do something, or then you would put that here, and then put the explanation of whatever you want down here as well.
A different question. So you showed us the ad media, but what is Easy Media Gallery mean?
That's your Easy Media Gallery is your slides. It's one of your slideshow apps.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to add a gallery in it,
A gallery.
if you want to add a gallery, you just do that, or add another
I
gallery. Or if you want to add a YouTube thing, if you want to add a slide. These are just your shortcuts to do that.
Okay.
Then, if you want to change like you do on Word and all the other word processing that you have, if you want to edit, you can undo it, paste, and all that kind of stuff that you see here. If you want to insert, see, it also has a page break. If they say if it was a feature article, in some cases you use a feature article, and you only want to show the first 40 words. And then, in order for them to see the rest, they could click and read more, and it would show the rest that's on the article. And this would allow you to do all those kind of things. If you want to format the text to make, the same thing as bold, all those things, strike out, all those kind of things that are available.
Okay.
If you want to put a table inside of it, this allows you to put your table. And sometimes tables are good. If you want to keep stuff lined up properly, we use a table.
Okay.
Like when if you're doing Sunday school or officers and stuff like that, you use a table. And if you want to put their picture versus their title and then a short description, those kinds of things. And this, if you want to do columns, same thing. Same thing with a table. Source codes, I don't think you won't be needing those too much. Okay. All right, so if we were going to save the page, we say publish. Okay, let's say we save this page. We publish it. Your next question, well, how do I get it onto the website so everybody can see it? Your next thing you have to do when you create a page is go to a menu. Now, you don't just see menu on here like you would think you would want to see. You go to appearance. And appearance, you go to the menu. Now, right here is all your stuff on the menu. This is what your menu has right now. All these little boxes represent your menu. The last thing that you did is an article for pages. You see Women's here, Women's Day, right there. Then you would decide where might you want to put that if it was something that was going on as an activity or as something you wanted to add or new to the menu. It wouldn't go on leadership. It wouldn't go under history. It'd go under events, Women's Day. So you would go back here, you do Women's Day, and you say add to menu. Click. Now where'd it go? To the bottom. Now all you have to do, you click on it, you drag it up, and I'm going to release and have one of you do this in a minute. You just take it here, go up, under events. There you go. All right. Now I restart this. to see the change. If I go into events. Oh, did it so? Oh, I didn't save it over here, did I? No, I got to save it first. See? You always have to save whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
Or you first look at it, unless you can't preview it because it's part of the structure, so you can't preview that. But I'll be able to see it when I come up here. You got to restart the window so it knows, so you can see the change that were made. And if you go on events, and there's Women's Day. Mm-hmm. There it is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I'm going to release and see if I can give you control of the mouse. Who's that? Star? Who wants to have a control of the mouse? Hello?
Did you say
Anybody want to do this? Excuse me? Okay. Wanda,
they have control?
you have control of the mouse now. Control the mouse.
No, I'm lost. I'm just watching.
Oh, Wanda, you don't want it?
I'm watching.
Who wants control?
I'll take it for now, sure.
Who's that?
So I got it.
You got it?
Yeah,
Move it around.
I think so. Okay, here's the
There you go. Now,
What are we doing?
you're going to go to what we just did, to the Women's Day. So you're going to go, you got to stroll down, go to the far right. And, well, I'm going to take it for a second. There you go. Move this down.
Okay, move this cursor down.
So this is our dashboard, Reverend Lord?
Yeah, this is your back. This is called the back door. So what you'll see, what I'm seeing, you'll see on your computer when you go into the back door. Just move that down. Move this down. Drag your mouse. Put your left click and drag it down. There you go. Or just click down here.
I'm not on my computer, so I'm looking on my husband's iPad, which is a little different.
Oh, that's major different.
Yeah, it's major difference. So I'm trying to.
All right, that's gonna be harder.
I can see really good.
All right, go up to.
Yeah.
I clicked it on the Women's Day for you. Now move Women's Day up to Bible. Just move it just for that for sake. Move it up above upcoming events. Just so you get the idea of moving it. You hold down with the mouse, which is going to be on the pad, and see if you can hold and move it. It might be harder for you without a mouse.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Who's that? I gotta invite you to the mouse. Who said I'll try it?
Oh,
That was
Excuse me?
speaking.
Paula.
Paula? Okay. Hold on. Paula, is that you 4? I don't know, because Paula, I don't have your name on here. You probably view a 4.
Yeah.
All right. In fact, I'm going to give everybody control of the mouse so we don't have to keep doing it. All right, see if you can do that.
Where am I moving it up? Okay, no. No, I'm going, the whole page is going.
I'm not seeing the mouse move. Are you on your mouse?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You know what? Okay, wait a minute. It's a little snowflake.
Oh, you have, that's you don't have a pointer mouse?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just looking. That's why.
Okay, we'll hold that one. Winford?
Okay. Winford?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I'll try it.
All right, go.
Even you are, sir.
You're gonna move the Women's Day. Right there. Move it up. There you go. Right there. Just drop it. That's all you have to do. Move it back down. Now move it move it over because otherwise it'll stick by itself. Right there. You got to play with it a little bit. Move it over to the left a little bit more. There you go. Just drop it. There you go. That's just the idea of moving an item that you created to the menu.
Okay, now you just mentioned the lineup. So the way they're strategically placed right now, it has to be an offset, and then it has to be in symmetrical order for the offsets to work consecutively. Is that how that works?
So they're going to always work. But what happens is if I took this, let me show you. If I took Women's Day here and put it here, I then take it and I change on the very front. I'll show you what I mean. It's better to show you than to tell you.
Thank you.
Once I save it like that,
That'll be a good troubleshooting thing to see. So if it's
right,
computer or something, we'll know what that means.
so it should change your menu. See now you have an extra thing on the menu. Your thing has been changed. Women's Day is by itself. That's what happens.
Got you. Okay.
So that's what happens when you do something like that. So you want to make sure. Let me explain it this way. These are your home page menu items, top items on the front end.
Your tab.
These are your sub menu. What's underneath each one. Once you move something into the main area, like we did here, then it shows up front. As soon as I move it back here and save it, you no longer will see it up here. This will now change. You won't see, and it's gone. It's where it's supposed to be.
You have to go into events to see it.
It's where it's supposed to be. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So and that happens. So don't worry about it. It happens all the time. Even I do it.
Okay.
So
Thank you very much.
That's your least of your worry. Trust me. Once WordPress is one of the easiest one to deal with when creating new pages and creating to the menu. It's really, really easy and user friendly. You don't have to know any technical stuff, none of those kind of things. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the front page. Okay. Now we never got any audio sermons. That's why this is still here. We only had the video sermons. This is supposed to be an audio section here where someone can listen to the last sermon. This can be changed weekly or monthly. Instead of people who don't want to look at the video, they can just sit and listen. But do you need both is always people's question. And then we have to change these. Go on.
Do you use the same file, or do you need?
No, you would because you have to change the date, the time. Here's the day of the sermon, where it was, or what the subjects are. Here's what the scripture is. There's the title, and then if there are any comments. People, if you allow them to make comments on the sermon, I would go to that page.
If you wanted to post both an audio-only version and a video-only, and a video version.
The video versions will go here. We have to go to show you where those are. These are the video versions. And there's a separate site. I have to give all that to you separately of how to do that. There's an account we have here. Here, let's go there. It's right here. And all you do is add your videos to here. I forgot what I put in there as a thing. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Reverend Lord, did they load every week they update, or do they load a bunch at a time, or if they're sit out there for a period of time, or
they just leave them. I'll give you an example. Grace and Norwalk, their person adds it every week, right after service, or the next day. On Monday, she uploads all the video from the Sunday before.
Okay.
And the way yours is, I think the way yours is set up is this is automatic feed. So all you have to do is go to your YouTube channel and upload the video, and it automatically shows up here. The way it's set up right now. But I'll send you a whole complete instructions on each one of these little areas with the links, if they have any links, and then where all this stuff goes. Because it'd be way too cumbersome to try to do all of that. And it'd be like, what are we doing? This
so
is
a question that might not be relevant now, or it might be. I'm not sure. You'll tell me. But in terms of, we have a lot of content on our Facebook page that gets updated pretty regularly. Is there an easy way to kind of access that, or load both the website and the Facebook, or take feeds one from the other?
your Facebook feed. You might be able to put I have to look at you and see if your Facebook feed can go in there. Your Twitter feed can. We took that off. Well, no, you don't, because you're not using Twitter. But Facebook feed, I don't think that can. Whoever does that should do it both at the same time. If you have a Facebook person, do you have a Facebook person that does that?
Yes, I do it. Paula does it.
Okay, Paula.
Reverend Christie does it.
Okay, yeah, it would be just as easy to do that at the same time and come right here and add those pictures. And this is the area for the pictures right here. This is where they would go for your galleries.
Yeah, I was just trying to leverage that work since it's already being done, to just post them at the same time.
They would have to go from one to the other.
Right.
That's the only issue. It's hard to integrate another their type of thing the way their security is.
Okay.
Then let's go back to the back door. Let's go to events.